Xiaomi's new Play series is here, and well, we have the first Mi Play smartphone with us right here in all its glory. But I'm not sure it's as glorious as it sounds. Hey guys, this is Upesh from Beebom.com, and this here is your first look at Xiaomi's new Mi Play smartphone. And you probably have an idea what I think about this device, but yeah, before we get started, I'd suggest you to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post an awesome new video. Now that you've done that, let's talk about the Mi Play and why Xiaomi shouldn't bring this to India. So this here is the new Mi Play, and I remember when Xiaomi first announced the device, I was excited because I thought it's a gaming smartphone, since they are all the rage these days. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys must have thought the same. I mean, Mi Play, it obviously seems like a gaming smartphone. Well, as it turned out, it's just your usual budget smartphone, apparently aimed at the youth with its fancy colors and thus the Play branding. Yeah, this is no gaming phone. Anyway, I would have been okay with the Mi Play had this been a good budget smartphone, but is it a good budget smartphone? Well, spoiler alert, it's not. I'm sure you must have gotten this from the title itself, but yeah, this is not a great budget smartphone. Look, the Mi Play has its positives, a few of them. First off, I love the design on this phone. It's super compact, super lightweight, and I just love holding this phone because it's so comfortable. Plus, this is a good looking phone, no doubts about that. It's not glass, instead it's plastic that looks like glass, but the fancy color and the finish here really give the phone a sort of a premium look. Then there's the 5.8-inch IPS LCD display, which is just as good as it gets in this price range. Thanks to the teardrop notch design, the device just looks modern. So yeah, the design and the display on the Mi Play are great, but that's pretty much it when it comes to positives about this phone. Everything else about this phone is rather average or below par, and that's mainly because of the price. The problem with the Mi Play here is the fact that it is priced at 1100 yuan in China, which is 100 yuan more than what the Redmi Note 7 costs, and it's no match to the Redmi Note 7. First of all, the Mi Play is powered by the MediaTek Helio P35 processor with 4GB RAM, which sounds okay, but the Redmi Note 7 at a lower price packs in the Snapdragon 660, which is way more powerful than the Helio P35 on the Mi Play. Let me show you the Antutu score of the Helio P35 and the Mi Play compared to the score of the Snapdragon 660 on the Redmi Note 7. See the difference? It's huge. The Redmi Note 7 score is almost double than that of the Mi Play's. Now, it's not just the Snapdragon 660. The Mi Play's Helio P35's benchmark scores don't even match up to the Snapdragon 636. So, it's surprising why Xiaomi went with a lower end processor for the Mi Play. I know the Helio P35 on the Mi Play is a 12nm processor, which should be more power efficient, but that's not a big deal really when the performance on this phone just does not match up to the competition. And yeah, I know the benchmark scores aren't everything, but I've been using the Mi Play and I can tell you that this phone just can't compete with the Redmi Note 7 when it comes to the performance. While day-to-day performance is fine, gaming performance is just not up to the mark. PUBG Mobile runs on low graphics settings by default, and while it's playable on low, it isn't the smoothest experience. Let me just put it this way. The Mi Play's performance is more suited for a phone that would be priced at around 700 yuan, not 1100. Anyway, the processor isn't all that is wrong with the Mi Play. There's a lot more. There's the small 3000 mAh battery, which is probably why the Mi Play is so lightweight, but it's a little surprising since most budget phones from Xiaomi come with big batteries, be it the lower end phones like the Redmi 6 Pro or phones in the Redmi Note series. They all have big 4000 mAh batteries. Then there's the fact that the Mi Play comes with a micro USB port. Yes, the outdated micro USB port when Xiaomi finally moved to USB-C with the Redmi Note 7. With the Mi Play, it's like Xiaomi wanted to take a step back, and it's just disappointing. Even the cameras on the Mi Play do not match up with the Note 7's camera. The Mi Play comes with a 12-megapixel f2.2 primary sensor with a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and the primary sensor here is the same as the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Now, take a look at this comparison between the Mi Play and the Redmi Note 7. Now, as you can see here, the Mi Play takes good photos. It's not bad at all. But compared to the Redmi Note 7, it's definitely no match. Well, to sum things up, the Mi Play is a rather overpriced average smartphone. Just look at this. So the Redmi Note 7 that costs 100 yuan less than the Mi Play brings a faster processor, a larger battery, USB-C and better cameras. Honestly, when you look at it this way, it's not clear why the Mi Play even exists. Seriously, it's like Xiaomi just wanted to launch a subpar budget smartphone in the Mi series. And it's all the more surprising since traditionally, the Mi series has always been more superior to the Redmi series. So Xiaomi, if you're planning to bring the Mi Play to India, do us a favor. Just don't. Instead, bring us all the great products we've been waiting for since a long time now. Like the really good AirDots Pro wireless earbuds, the great Mi notebooks and gaming laptops, because these are what we are waiting for, not the Mi Play. Well, those are my thoughts on the so-called Mi Play, but what do you think? Are you disappointed that the Mi Play played with your hearts? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel so that we get another play button really soon. And yeah, for some amazing tech videos. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.